Is this kind of a public forum that you're having here?
Right.
Pretty much?
Encouraging people to ask questions.
Yeah. Okay, the concerns, the budget that you're looking at right now, I know that from your press release, you have some major concerns about how it impacts your department. Give us that perspective, because I don't think a lot of people know.
We're going to lose 70 of our employees, and it's going to be a real tough pill to swallow in dealing with the crime and the things that are happening within the community. We've never faced this before at this level. We'll have 28 people left to run the entire sheriff's office. There'll be one person for patrol, that's me, 24/7. I'll have 3 contract deputies for patrol, but they have to comply with their commitment to those contracts. One of them will be on the river for the Marine Patrol, one will be in Cave Junction, and the other one will be for BLM out in the hinterland. So finding a backup really concerns me. The state trooper, the lieutenant from the OSP will be here today to talk about what services that they will be able to provide in the event that this levy does not pass. The city of Grants Pass has already advised us that if an officer calls for help, they will respond to that. And if there's a lockdown in a school for a bomb threat or something similar, they would respond for that. But other than that, the city is not going to come out into the county. They're not paid to. They're paid to work within the city. So it's going to be bleak. I don't have a person for evidence. I don't have a person for records. I don't have a person for several different positions that need to be filled, and we're not quite sure how we're going to handle all that yet.
Now give the perspective. This is going to happen if what does or doesn't happen?
We're asking for a levy. The federal O&C payments, we received the last 4, and we just finished the 4th year. So we don't anticipate any federal money coming in. The federal money has always supported county law enforcement in Josephine County. In fact, between 1970 and 1980, I don't believe anybody paid property taxes. There was so much money from timber at that time. Well, the O&C has come to a stop. The bucket's empty, and the feds are not handing out the subsidy payments any longer. So the point is either we find some money from somewhere, or the agency is going to have to pretty much close its doors. We'll be pretty ineffective.
Well, the scenario you laid out just sounds totally intolerable. I mean, how can you function as a sheriff's department if you have to make these kinds of cuts?
It's going to be very difficult.
Yeah. And you said 70 employees. These aren't just officers, but this is throughout your whole department.
Right.
Is that right?
Right. My agency, we run about 1/3 civilian employees. 2/3 are certified officers. So it'll encompass both.
Yeah. You say you've never seen it this bad?
No. We've gone through layoffs. Some of the people that work in this agency have been around long enough. They've been laid off 4 times, but they stay. And God bless them for doing that. We actually got down. I came into office in 2007. We actually reduced down to about 74 employees during that time period. We're right now at 91. We just lost 7 people. They walked looking for a stable job elsewhere. And we go through that every couple of years. We lose our employees because they're looking for a stable job somewhere. So they leave us. Many of them have left, walked across the hall to work for the city of Grants Pass. So we've got what we've got, and we're just going to have to do the best we can.
Okay. The actual patrol officers you have now, what's the number?
I have 21 patrol officers right now.
And that would be impacted by what, that specific part of the 70, how many would you end up having?
None of them.
None of them?
None of them. Like I
mean,
said,
you weren't joking when you said you'd have to be 24/7 as the officer.
Correct. I will be the only person to respond to the calls when they come in. It was, when I first came in 07, I had to take calls at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like I say, we got down to 74 people. I had to take calls. And that's fine, I don't mind doing that. But my biggest concern this time around is I'm not going to have any backups readily available to me. So there are life-threatening calls that I'll end up responding to without backup. I'm as perplexed about how I'm going to deal with that as you are.
Well, just finally, when people hear this, what's the response?
It's the common thread around here is no. We're not going to pay any taxes. I understand, you know, the concerns. I don't like paying property tax any more than the next guy. But we don't have a short-term fix. There's some talk maybe $4 million will come in from the federal government for a one-year payoff. But we're not holding our breath that that'll actually occur. So, it's like I say, it's a common thread around here is no to everything.
That's not helpful, is it?
No, it's not.
Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And, you know, keep us up to date. Thank you for, and I'll thank Aaron also for letting us know about that, because otherwise sometimes these things